Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bench Racing, and my name is Steve Hansen. This is kind of where we get together and talk about racing. And once again, there's a little topic we're going to deal with in NASCAR today. It's Friday, and trucks are off, and Cups and O'Reillys are out to Phoenix. But today, we're not bitching about something. Nope. We are going to celebrate something today. Cleetus McFarland announced earlier this week that he is signing a deal with RCR to drive some O'Reilly's series races, a limited schedule for the next couple of years. To me, we've talked about Carson Hocevar as what NASCAR needs, and Ross Chastain and what NASCAR needs and all that. We've all seen the videos and the naysayers and the things that he's using his YouTube popularity to leapfrog those that's put the work in and all that kind of stuff. Well, first of all, everybody, I'm going to let you know that I've lived trying to do the process and getting jumped over by this, that, and the other, either, by money primarily and stuff. And listen, the sport of NASCAR, and I don't care what level, is littered with people that have jumped the process, or because of this, that connection, they got this and got that. But listen, Cleetus McFarland and his popularity, bringing that to NASCAR is a stroke of genius for RCR. Now, y'all might say, I've seen it, and y'all have seen it too. Richard needs to step down and let somebody else run the company and all that. And, maybe it's time to some extent that he pulls back. But, behind the scenes, who actually brought this whole thought process together, Mike Dillon or whomever, it still had to go through Richard. And to all of the people at RCR, props to take a chance to give a guy that's got 2 ARCA starts and 1 truck start to say, hey, come on over here, and we'll give you 3-4 races this year and 3-4 races next year in our O'Reilly's car. I think it's the number 33 car. Doesn't matter what the number's going to be, but they've got sponsorship, and he's already been, Cleetus, that is, has already been in the sim and all the guidance that's going with that. So there is preparation, which, we all figured there would be if he's taken that kind of a step. But bottom line, everybody, this is another step that NASCAR needs. And thank goodness he passed his test to get to Daytona. I think that was a catalyst to get him to this point with RCR. And this all started a month ago, so it wasn't long after Daytona, obviously, that this whole thought process started rolling around RCR. And I don't know if the thought was there for anybody else. There were so many naysayers, and you all seen the other podcasts and videos and things like that were foo-fooing on Cleetus, and he hasn't earned this and he hasn't earned that, and this kid's done this and this guy's done that. Well, again, I've lived it, guys. I was doing the processes and stuff, and it just didn't work out. But I am more than happy that Cleetus is getting this opportunity. Obviously he's got backing. He signed, his contract was for $1, so he said, "No, I'm actually a paid driver." So he's bringing some his massive YouTube audience behind this project, and I say project, but listen, to me, again, this is absolutely fantastic. So I can't wait to see where this leads for Cleetus. He said he does not even think about or looking at driving a Cup car, but I seen this on Dale Jr.'s Dale Jr. download that he said, "Junior, look, if somebody called me tomorrow and said, next year I want you to run my Cup car in the Daytonas, what the hell am I supposed to say? No?" And I feel that. I really do. But anyway, like I said, everybody, my take on this is absolutely freaking cool. I can't wait to see how this evolution goes for Cleetus. He's still planning on doing more ARCA races. He said if the truck opportunity comes up through Pastrana, which is where it came from, for the Daytona operation, or the Daytona race, and that was 6 laps, and they didn't get a lot of practice time with that either. So now that he's got access to a sim, he can. And listen, I'm going to back this up a little bit and say this: the man can drive. Okay, he drives all kinds of stuff and has good car control. You know, y'all have seen his videos. I've seen his videos, and some of the stuff he does with that. If you didn't have car control to do some of that crazy crap that he does, you know, so the man's got some skill. It's not just like some fly by night YouTuber jumping in a race car and going around Daytona. He has got to have some skill. Even with the ARCA team, you know, you've got to have some eyes on you, and if you can't. You know, if you're all over the place, you're not going to drive their car. You know, I don't care how much money you're throwing at it. So anyway, again, everybody, I'm happy to see that. We got a lot of racing going on this weekend all over the country. I will highlight Hickory Motor Speedway. They're opening up this weekend. My buddy Landon Huffman's breaking out the Broken Antler number 75. So I think that's on Flow. Give that a watch. And again, we've got racing out to Phoenix this weekend, tabbed on with IRL at the Phoenix Speedway. So lots of stuff going on, everybody. I hope everybody has a great weekend of watching whatever racing venue you want to watch. And with that, remember, it's better to have raced and went broke than to have never raced at all. Have a great weekend, everybody.